Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Cristina of Lacuna Coil, and you're watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia, and I would like to welcome you to our interview with Cristina from Lacuna Coil. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
You're a few days into this Epica tour. The photographs you've been posting look absolutely awesome. So, has it been living up to the photos?
Yes, it has been amazing so far. This is the 4th gig of this tour, and we're happy to be back in Canada. Sold out show. The mood is amazing. The vibe is great. So we couldn't be happier.
I absolutely love your Instagram stories because you are just so honest and blunt, kind of the way that I like to treat it. You actually said last night how you were headbanging so hard that during the last song you had some hair in your throat and you almost couldn't get through it.
Oh yeah, that was horrible.
That actually happened.
That was horrible because you have to think that it's not bothering you because you're singing. And you have to think like it's a psychological thing. It's not really happening. And it worked, but it was like, it was hard.
You were able to get through it?
Yes, I've been able to get through the end of the show, which was good.
Well, the story you posted right after that one was saying how you're pretty much one of the guys, and a lot of gross stuff happens, and you just kind of get through it. So, have there been any other kind of odd or gross moments?
Oh well, there are a lot of gross moments that I can't really tell, but I am definitely one of the guys. You know, I like to be feminine at times, but especially on tour, I get really lazy. So I wake up, I put on the first things that I find that are comfortable for me, and I just go out and I party with the guys. I'm like that.
You seem very excited to have some comfy sofas finally on the bus.
Yes.
Is that such a luxury for you, right?
Well, the buses are always really cool, but it's hard to find very comfortable sofas. And this time it's amazing. They told us that basically the old owner of the bus was apparently like a couple of grandma and grandpas.
Okay.
And you can tell because it's full
very
of
homey
comfortable places. Yes, it's pretty cool.
Because it's pretty much your home on the road, right? So you want it to be as comfortable as it possibly can.
Yeah, and we like to take care of it.
Well, you've been sharing some really cool things, and one of those things is the fact that you all wear matching outfits when you're on stage.
Yes.
There's like these bloody, dirtied up, almost like jumpsuits. They look so cool. But aside from being on stage wearing the same thing, would you say you're kind of on the same page fashion-wise as a band?
I think that each one of us has a different style, and depending on the moment, maybe the most fashionable is Andrea, our the singer. Because he cares more about the pants are not matching the shirt. Marco is the more sporty one, our bass player. I am, depending on the moment, I can be super dressed or I can be like that, or dressed like a skater or whatever that is. So I think that we're still connected in a way that the style is somehow similar. We wear a lot of black just because we like it. But I think that each one of us has his own personality.
Well, it's an exciting time because nothing stands in our way. It's soon going to be released, the new book that you have coming out.
Yes, it's going to be out, I believe, at the end of the year, because we're still writing it. We're still doing interviews, with this guy who's writing it with us, who's putting it together. So there was still some time before we finish it, but we're really excited about it. We basically opened the drawer of memories, and we took out a lot of stuff, a lot of old tickets, a lot of stuff from the very beginning, and it's exciting because we somehow forgot some of this stuff because it's almost 20 years, and it was nice to see it again and remember it all.
Well, it is reflecting the last 20 years as a band, and it's just not things that you found. It's a lot of old photographs and never before seen things, too.
Yes, a lot of things, and it was hard to collect everything because especially when you start, everything is exciting. So even the smallest article in a magazine is super exciting. But it's also hard to remember what you did in 20 years. So it was weird for me during the interview with this guy when he was asking me what do you remember about the first recording? And I was like, wow, it was in '97. It's not easy to remember every little detail But then he starts talking and he just
comes back.
Yeah, he comes back, and maybe he was talking with Andrea. Andrea would say something different, so they would tell me, and it would be like, oh yeah, he's right, but also this happened. So it was nice. It was nice remembering things. Yeah.
Were there any photos that really stuck out to you, where you just went right into this deep hole of reminiscing?
Well, back then there were no digital cameras, so all the pictures that we have are regular, pictures taken with a camera with a roll inside. So we found a lot of pictures, but not as many as we could have find if we had a digital camera. And it's just sweet to see how naive we were, because we didn't know anything about the music business. We didn't know anything about
bands.
We didn't know anything. We didn't know about touring. We
starting.
didn't know about. We only knew that we wanted to make music. We knew that we wanted to be together, having a good time. But we had no idea where we were going. We would have never think that after 20 years we would still be here, doing what we like. So yeah, it was awkward to see the first pictures. Like, oh my God, look what I was wearing. Look, how my hair were, or stuff like that.
On the music front, Delirium came out more than a year ago. So I was wondering, following this book, will there be new music?
Pardon, sorry?
Will there be new music?
We are actually collecting ideas, but I think next year will be the year when we will start to write something new and think about something, because next year is going to be the 20th anniversary of the band, so that's what we will be focused on, with maybe, special shows, different setups. And we will start to think about new material.
Okay.
But so far, we're still focused on Delirium.
First, it's a celebration.
Yeah, it's still this Delirium cycle.
Well, just speaking to Delirium, I really like You Love Me Because I Hate You, because it freaks
you.
me out in a really good way. Like, it's a super eerie track.
I love it. It freaks me out.
I really do, because it almost gives me, like, I'm in the mindset of a serial killer or someone's trying to hunt you down. So
it was actually
come
inspired by, because the whole, let's call it concept of Delirium was, for us, thinking about a sanatorium with different rooms where every patient would tell us a story. Okay. And You Love Me Because I Hate You was inspired by the Stockholm Syndrome, which is not a disease, but a sort of a psychological thing in which if you're kidnapped by someone, you fall in love with the person who kidnapped you. And that was the inspiration of the song. That's why it's probably a little bit weird.
Mm-hmm. It comes off really well, though. I loved that. Let's just wrap things up. Is there anything you want to leave with your fans who will be viewing?
Well, we're super happy to be back in Canada. I'm happy that we finally get the chance to play more shows, because usually it's like one and then back to North America. The shows are doing really well. The record is doing really well. So I wanted to thank everyone for the support, for standing with us for so many years. And I hope that there will be more years to come, because we're super excited and we still have the same passion for music and for everything we have around. So thank you so much.
I want to say congrats on 20 years.
Whoa. Feel old.
And thanks for chatting with me today.
Thank you.
And
My
remember,
pleasure.
to everyone viewing, you can visit us at musicblogger.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more. See ya.